4 things I know are true. I'll believe the A-Rod for Manny deal when I see it. I'll believe the Miami Dolphins are legit when they win a road game in December. I'll believe Tom Cruise is a samurai warrior the day it snows on the sun. And I'm Max Kellerman. The guy's too small to get on a roller coaster. He's going to wipe out an army with a broomstick?
It's Around the Horn, a show of competitive banter. Here's Max Kellerman.
Welcome back to the show where everyone matriculates and Woody Page flunks out by mid-semester. We'll reveal the biggest fraud among AFC contenders, the Cowboys' chances against the Eagles, and why Bobby Knight's feelings are hurt, all with our national panel, and here they are. At the Los Angeles Times, it is Bill Plaschke.
I guarantee Woody's going to make a samurai joke here.
Yep, well, do the Plaschke salute. At the Denver Post, it's Woody Page.
How can you talk about somebody's size, you wanker?
At the Chicago Sun-Times, it's Jay Mariotti.
Would you stop dressing like me? We got the same clothes on today.
Oh, for crying out loud. If that's the best you got, Jay, just skip it. And at the Boston Globe, it is Big Bob Ryan. What do you say, Bob?
Why, hi there, Max.
How you doing? You see Bob just nice says hello. If he doesn't have something special to add, Jay, he just keeps it moving. We're the show that scores the argument, and here's how I do it with these joysticks and mute buttons. I give these guys points based on point of view, style, and information. Good answers get 2, great ones 3, and I use the mute button to penalize and direct traffic. We eliminate guys, so a one-on-one showdown determines the winner. Let's make it happen.
It's the first word.
The first words are Fenway Rod. The Dallas Morning News reports the Texas Rangers are willing to trade Alex Rodriguez if the Boston Red Sox will give up Manny Ramirez and help the Rangers pay some of Manny's enormous $20 million a year salary. The Sox would then likely trade Nomar Garciaparra, possibly to the Anaheim Angels. Guys, is this proposed deal a no-brainer for the Red Sox? Round the horn to Boston, of course. Bob Ryan.
Pretty much so, Max, because if money is no object, and that appears to pretty much be the case with this regime, they are adding, if they do this, a 28-year-old guy who merely happens to be the best player in baseball.
American League, at least.
You people, Bob, you people are panicking fools up there. You're 5 outs in the World Series. You get rid of the manager. You're going to gut the lineup for A-Rod. For one thing, so you're going to get rid of Garciaparra and Ramirez for A-Rod. That's a loss, then, of 18 homers and 91 RBIs. How are you going to replace that next year?
Well, I don't
understand.
They're going to trade Garciaparra for some stuff, too. They don't get nothing in return for one of the best players in baseball, Jay.
Plaschke, would you get it through your head that Manny Ramirez is an overpaid mope? You got to get him out of there. Nomar is coming up against the contract. They've got to pay him anyway, so get him out of here. To me, it's addition by subtraction. You're getting, as Ryan said, and Ryan knows, a guy who will continue to be a force for the next 7 or 8 years. This is a no-brainer.
Woody?
It's definitely a Kellerman, which is a no-brainer. You're talking about money and ops here. In the ops situation, A-Rod has a lot better ops than Garciaparra.
OPS, yes, on-base plus
and in
slugging.
the trade of money, you're talking about giving up $31 million and assuming a contract of $25 million. And then when you make the deal with the Angels, you're going to get even more talent. Of course this trade makes sense.
Woody, how much talent are they going to get from anybody trading Garciaparra once teams know they have him over a barrel? Once they get A-Rod, they got to trade Garciaparra. How much are they going to get for him, do you think?
You get a couple young prospects, Bill, and that's all you really want.
All right, wait a minute, Bob, what about that? Can you address that question? Yeah. Once other teams know that the Red Sox need to move Garciaparra, don't you kind of get undercut?
But there's not stupid people here. They've thought all this out.
85 years.
They have thought all this. No, we have a 2-year regime, not an 85-year regime.
Oh, excuse me, I don't want to mention.
They have thought out the thing in advance. They'll probably get Adam Kennedy. He'll play second base. And Bill, one important fact. Forget the 91 RBI nonsense. They added Schilling. They're going to get a closer, probably Folk. They don't have to score 1,000 runs.
Plaschke, respond to that.
Bob, Schilling doesn't bat in the American League, so the 91 RBI thing, adding him doesn't change that at all. 1918, Bob, and there's a reason it's 1918. And this is another reason they're panicking. Why are they panicking so much?
Jay?
Yeah, but to me, this is not healthy for baseball. I think we have to bring this up. We have a 2-team arms race. The Cubs have made good deals. Derek Lee, LaTroy Hawkins. The Phillies have made good deals. Other teams are making deals. Nobody cares because this is a Boston, New York universe. It's not healthy.
But this last playoff, this last postseason, the ratings were higher than in many years because the Red Sox, Yankees, and Cubs. Oh, yeah, the Red Sox and Yankees had nothing to do with it. Last word, Woody.
Nobody's mentioning Francona, and he's going to make a big difference in Boston.
He'll make the biggest difference by not interfering too much with what Bill James and Theo Epstein have put in place. And Plaschke, that 1918 stuff's going to go out the window over the next few years. Boston's taking over baseball. It's obvious they're taking over. By the way, the Yankees should dangle Soriano, see if they can't scuttle that whole deal. Next topic. Four huge AFC games go down this Sunday. The 9-3 Colts going to Tennessee, also 9-3. The Patriots, coming off their win at Indy last Sunday, host Miami. The unexpectedly potent Ravens fight the unexpectedly competitive Bengals for the AFC Central lead. And Woody Page's undefeated Denver Broncos, aren't they supposed to be undefeated? Host Kansas City, whom Woody's colleague Mark Kisler called an 11-1 fraud in the paper this week. So, Kisler thinks the Chiefs are a fraud. Of the AFC contenders in Big Game Sunday, which team is most overrated? Around the horn of Jay Marriott.
I'm going to shock you here and say Tennessee. You saw them lose against the Jets on Monday night. They struggled their last two games against Jacksonville and Atlanta. Steve McNair is hurt with this calf problem. Javon Kearse, their best defensive player, is coming off an injury. They're playing Indianapolis. Peyton Manning against the number 30 pass defense. I think the Colts are going to roll on.
Okay, I'm gonna not shock you here and say, Jay, you're out of your mind. Tennessee may have struggled, but they won those last two games against Atlanta and Jacksonville. I can't get off Tennessee's case. The biggest fraud here is a team that's ranked 26th in defense, 13th in offense, has beaten two winning teams this year. That's the Miami Dolphins. They haven't won a great big road game in December under Dave Wanstead, whose career record, by the way, is at even 500. Although I do say Mark Kisler's a great columnist. My favorite reading the Rocky Mountain News, or whatever it is. And I hate to go against
wrong paper.
Go ahead, Woody.
Yeah, look at these scores. It's disgusting to be a part of this mess here. Mariotti, first of all, their last game was against the New England Patriots, and they almost pulled off another incredible comeback like they did.
Talk about
Tennessee.
Woody, they played the Jets Monday night.
Well, close enough.
Keep going, Woody. Go ahead.
It's the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cincinnati Bengals are the most overrated team. Everybody's talking about, oh, look at the Bengals, look at the Bengals. This is a team, if you look at the schedule, is not even going to be 500 at the end of the year. I think that people like Mariotti who've overrated this team, if you look at them defensively, they are rated so low at the bottom without their running game. Kidna,
Woody, I love how you complain about the score and then tell us 2 + 2 is 5. Bob?
If I told you there was a team out there that couldn't run the ball at all, particularly when it matters, and which had fewer first downs than its opponents, and then I told you they were 10-2, you'd say, how the hell is that possible? The Patriots, the good luck that started with the tuck rule has never stopped. They are a good defensive team, but I'm telling you, you look at this team, you can't understand how they're doing it.
Plaschke, how are they doing? Okay, wait, Jay, how are they doing it, Jay?
Tom Brady. I mean, he's an MVP candidate. Appreciate Tom Brady. Nobody is talking about this man. He's got receivers they pulled up the scrap.
Okay, Plaschke, last word.
Bob, people from New England floor me. The Red Sox were the best team in baseball last year, and you want to gut them. And now the Patriots have the best coach in football, and they're lucky. Winning, people appreciate anything.
A final point
That's why
on
you
the
never win.
Kansas
That's
City
why you never win.
Chiefs.
Yes, Woody.
I have to disagree with my colleague. They are lucky, but they're plus 19 in turnovers.
No.
That is not a fraud.
Very nice.
Plus
very
7.
Nice.
Plus 7.
Plus 7.
7.
We're going to find out who's right by the beginning of the next segment. Buy or sell next.
Nobody plus 19.
Coming up, oh, how things change. Donovan McNabb's gone from overrated to unbeatable. Will his role continue against Dallas? Plus, Oklahoma's obliterating the Big 12. Do they have enough left to kick Kansas State around? For the Horn!
Around the Horn, brought to you by K Jewelers. This holiday season, shop K Jewelers. Every kiss begins with K.
Buy or sell?
It's buy or sell time, but first, Woody, you were right. Here's 3 points for you. Kansas City turnover ratio, plus 19. But Bob, you were also right. Plus 7 is right for the Patriots. So
He
Bob gets 2
wasn't,
points.
Boston Bobby wasn't listening to me.
Yeah, I'm not listening to you either, Woody. And now no one can hear you. First topic. The Lakers, behind 32 from Kobe Bryant and 25 and 19 from Shaq, beat the Mavericks, who were playing without Dirk Nowitzki 114-103 last night. LA has now won 46 of their last 51 games against the Mavs. Our friend J.A. Adande asks in today's LA Times, can we please stop any more talk of the Mavericks as a serious contender for the championship? So buy or sell the Dallas Mavericks as Western Conference pretenders. Flashy pretenders.
I'm buying my guy Donde. I'm buying this whole concept. The Mavericks need a big man. They've never had a big man. They had a chance to get Malone this last offseason. They went for Morning first, made Malone mad. The Mavs never learned. They need a big man to compete with Shaq.
Although in the old days, Nowitzki is a big man.
No.
Woody.
I'm buying. I carefully watched that game last night and analyzed it. And one thing Mariotti's wrong about, he said there wouldn't be enough balls on the court for the Lakers. Did you look, Peyton? And Malone had 16 assists between them. The Mavericks are pretenders. They don't have an inside force. And they got a bunch of guys.
All right, let's keep it moving. Jay, how do you respond?
I'm buying finally some wisdom from Los Angeles. Thank you, Adonde. I mean, Bill is right. I will say this. Mark Cuban didn't go after Karl Malone. They don't play any defense. Antoine Walker, as Ryan will tell you, plays no D. 3 recent...
Let's keep it moving, Jay. And you did say there wouldn't be enough balls for the Lakers. Bob.
Unless the Lakers are planning on boycotting the playoffs, excuse me, I'm buying this one too. Make it unanimous, 4 for 4. I mean, they're just like bullies taking away the Mavericks' lunch money. They cannot beat that team.
46-5, guys. 46-5. The Mavericks have no shot. No shot. Next topic. The BCS has one last good chance of having things work out this year, and it's the SEC title game between 3rd-ranked LSU and 5th-ranked Georgia at the Georgia Dome. A Georgia win paves the way for an indisputable USC-Oklahoma title game. Earlier in the year, LSU beat the Dogs at Baton Rouge in one of the best games, especially the 4th quarter, you will ever see. Buy or sell Georgia upsetting LSU on Saturday. Woody.
No, not at all. I want to see LSU win this game. The Bayou Bengals, this is the best team they've had since Paul Diesel's white team, go team, Chinese bandits. I want to see the BCS totally screwed up, and an LSU victory does that.
So, but you didn't say buy or sell, Woody. Jay?
I'm going to buy this. Somebody has to have some stones in the show. I'm going to say Georgia with the upset. You can't beat a team twice in 1 year. David Green threw 2 interceptions last time. Billy Bennett missed 3 field goals. That will not happen in Atlanta. Home game.
That's true. Georgia dominated the game. Bob.
Georgia played a good portion of the season without key defensive players. Those guys are back. That game's in the Georgia Dome. I think they're going to win outright.
Bill?
I'm buying this, and I think Georgia wins easily. Last time they didn't have Paul Gibson, their star receiver. Last time they outplayed LSU, got beat at the very end. Georgia wins this thing and makes the whole thing a moot point. USC-Oklahoma Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
You were wrong, Max. I sold it. I said that.
All right, here, Woody. Next topic. The big NFC matchup Sunday is the 9-3 Eagles hosting the 8-4 Cowboys. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, Bill Parcells and the boys are rallying around a 2-month-old quote from Donovan McNabb in which the QB said his team wasn't concerned because the eventual NFC champ would have to pass through Philly. Guess what, Dallas? McNabb was right. Buy or sell the Cowboys' chances against the Eagles on Sunday, Mariotti?
Sell this altogether. Troy Hambrick is not an NFL running back. Parcells is a running game. The Eagles have that 3-headed monster. They'll pound it, pound it, pound it.
Okay, Bob?
In business, it's location, location, location. Here, it's schedule, schedule, schedule. Cowboys benefited from the schedule, and now they're paying the price, playing real teams.
Of course, it's in real estate. Location, location, location.
No, Bob, I'm buying this because it is about schedule. Dallas has had 10 days. I'll take Parcells with 10 days preparation time in the snow, in the cold. His kind of defense and running game can win. This is a game they can win.
Okay, Bob?
22nd. It's business, not real estate. Thank
Real
you very
estate.
much.
Why do you go back to
Business.
this? All right,
Business.
we're going to ask the disembodied voice. Woody.
The two of you get a room, please. Can we move on? Let me tell you what's going on here, guys. I have got to sell this because here's what's going on.
Yeah, he said it twice. Come on, mute him.
Next topic. On Monday night, SMU beat Texas Tech 62-59. And apparently, Mustang fans verbally brutalized Bobby Knight and the Red Raiders. We know this because Knight on his weekly radio show called the treatment, quote, garbage, filthy garbage. An administration at SMU, if there is an administration there, ought to be embarrassed to have people sit in their arena like those people did. Buy or sell Bob Knight complaining about verbal abuse, Bob Ryan.
The man who has had a creative license to use the F word in ways that are unimaginable has no right to complain when it's thrown back at him or his team.
Bill?
No, I'm buying this. 2 wrongs don't make a right. I don't care what he did in the past. There's no right for these rich SMU kids, frat kids, to act like idiots. That doesn't make it right.
Okay, Woody?
Moralist, Plasky, always a moralist. I'm buying, though. He has a right to say whatever he wants to, but just wait till he gets to New Mexico, the pit. He's going to hear it all right there.
Mariotti?
You got to sell. What a hypocrite. This is like Max Kellerman complaining about being muted. Sell.
Wait, before you go, Woody, here's a bonus question. See if you can't sneak by Flash.
Oh, no.
George Foreman quit his HBO broadcasting career. What do you think about George the broadcaster?
I love him. I thought he was great, and he got $138 million for selling his grill company. The man doesn't need home box office. He doesn't need you.
You know what? That gets you past Flashy. Flashy, I'm sorry. What do you want?
You're worse than the SMU frat book.
Well, at least maybe worse than the BCS. Out of bounds is next.
Coming up, his testimony was sealed, but his lips weren't. What will the fallout be from Barry Bonds' day in court? Bonds! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's a guy on a motorcycle flying over a bunch of dishes lined up on the ground! The Horn! Is he an athlete? It's around the Horn. We're after 2 rounds. Here's how they stand. Bob Ryan has 30. Jay Mariani has 26. Woody Page has 25. And Bill Plaschke was the first ever victim of the bonus question. Right now, it's out of bounds!
It's out of bounds where it's all inbounds. First topic. Barry Bonds spent most of yesterday on the stand before the California grand jury investigating Balco. Bonds' testimony will remain sealed, so we may never learn what baseball's best player had to say under oath. Guys, which story will have a bigger impact on its sport? The Balco investigation featuring Barry Bonds, or Kobe Bryant's pending sexual assault case? Bob?
Kobe Bryant's trial will be a voyeuristic exercise such as we haven't known since O.J. Simpson. But in the terms of the sport, it would survive, even a conviction. But if this thing plays out negatively on the steroids, it'll be a bigger impact on baseball and all sports.
Now, we got to see what happens in the trial. If Kobe is acquitted, Ryan, I mean, it fades away, no harm done. Of course it's steroids. But if he is convicted, this is a jolt to the system of this country and the believability of athletes. This kid had the smile. He was marketable. He won championships. We are still blown away that Kobe Bryant is in this trial.
Jay, that's right, especially since Bonds is not being accused of anything. You know, Kobe can be found guilty. What's Bonds going to be? He's not being accused. What do you...
Can I have my turn? It's the effect on sports, not a sport. Baseball, it's been the Oakland Raiders, 4 guys who have been tentatively suspended. It's reaching into the United States Olympic Committee. Medal winners in swimming, in track and field. It's going to have an impact on everything. And did you see that film of the tape of Barry Bonds? This was a guy that was 6'1", 185 with Pittsburgh. He's now over 230 pounds. You've got to wonder about what happened.
Listen, as I always say about Barry Bonds, there was a time he was the best player in baseball. Then suddenly guys like McGuire and Sosa, their foreheads seemed to triple in size in a few years. And then Barry Bonds was only one of the best players in baseball. Then Bonds' forehead seemed to triple in size, and he was once again the best player in baseball. Interesting. Next topic. Tom Cruise's new movie, The Last Samurai, comes out today amid decent reviews. Tom Cruise is, of course, the biggest box office draw in Hollywood, at least the most consistent. Guys, what's the best Tom Cruise movie of all time? What's the best one he ever did? Jack?
It's Jerry Maguire. It's the human side of Tom Cruise. You've got this love story intertwined with the sleazy business like sports agenting. And in the middle of it, Rod Tidwell, you know, is a terrific, funny. I mean, I laugh when I think about this movie. It also, he was nominated for an Oscar, Max. Best actor, only one of 2 for Tom Cruise in his career.
Agenting, talk about malaprops. And don't you find it interesting that in practically every movie he appears in, he plays in some kind of athletic event? Mountain climbing in Mission Impossible. He was an agent. He was a wrestler. He has been a football player. He shot pool. But I'll tell you, his most important moment was in White Sox and boxers and briefs, really, in Risky Business. That was where he made his mark.
He proved as early as in the 4th of July that he could act. The best movie he ever was in, I believe, was A Few Good Men, and he held his own in that memorable scene with Jack Nicholson on the stand. But his best role, by far, the one that earned him and should have earned him an Oscar, was Magnolia.
Oh, no, you liked him in Magnolia? Bob, you liked Magnolia? Wait a second, Jay. Bob, you liked Magnolia?
I just said that.
I'm very, very surprised. Shocked. Shocked.
You can't handle the truth.
Jay, you are out of here. Hey, Jay, what do you think of... Nah, too late. You're out of here. I was going to ask him what he thought about George Foreman, but that was a bonus question that Woody answered correctly to move it to the next round. By the way, Jerry Maguire was excellent, but that song they kept playing on the radio, oh my, it's the worst. Showdown's next.
Coming up, Beyonce Knowles is a Grammy nominee. So what's more worthy of awards, her look or her sound? The Horn!
Showdown time, but first, disembodied voice.
Yes, Max.
What's good?
The weekend weather. If your hair's on fire and you don't have an umbrella. The Seattle Times reports that the Mariners have offered Miguel Tejada a 3-year deal, and a Texas woman was sentenced to 10 years in jail on Thursday for running over the manager of McDonald's because she wanted mayonnaise on her cheeseburger.
First topic. Before Oklahoma assumes the throne in college football, there's a little matter of Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game on Saturday. K-State features QB L. Roberson, running back Darren Sproles, and a defense that's only given up 15 points a game. Does K-State have any kind of shot at all of upsetting OU? 15 seconds each. Where do you go?
They will have L to pay in Manhattan, Kansas, because Oklahoma has the best defense in the country. They're not going to lose here and now. Kansas State has been spotty this year. Their only good victory was at Nebraska. There's absolutely no chance. Here's a team in Oklahoma that's giving up only 13 points a game.
Kansas State, Woody, on a roll, and no butter on their pants, but on a roll. They've won their last 6, 39-8 scoring. On the red zone, 23-25, 7 TDs. L. Robertson, Darren Sproles. K-State's going to give them all they can handle.
Oh, no. You know what, Woody? I think, yes, the hot team has a shot. Next topic.
They're not hot.
Knievel's son, Robbie, jumped his motorcycle over 10,000 dishes laid out over 150 feet in Irwindale, California, Thursday. The feat was a promotion by a dishwashing liquid, which is ironic, as motorcycle jumping enthusiasts generally prefer paper plates. Like Woody Page. Guys, is motorcycle jumping a sport? 15 seconds each. Bob, go.
Hey, listen, anybody thinks it's not a sport has never been to the Winter Olympics. Anything's a sport if you say it's a sport. You ever seen that bumpity freestyle skiing? Ever seen that mogul stuff up there? Is that any dumber than jumping over dishes? Of course not. This is as much a sport as that.
Bob, you disappoint me so. I've known you forever. I can't believe you'd even think about guys jumping over dishwater liquid or trying to jump over the Snake River Canyon. I followed his dad. His dad wasn't an athlete. He's not an athlete. None of his kids will be athletes, and you know it.
Hey, is NASCAR a sport, Woody? Is car racing a sport?
Yes, that's a big difference.
Oh, big difference, yeah. The hypocrisy means you lose the game. That's it. Bob wins. 15 seconds of yours, Bob.
Today is the 71st birthday of a great American. If Chuck Berry was the godfather of rock and roll, Little Richard's the grand uncle. Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally. So on behalf of everybody here on this program Around the Horn, Allah Babalubop, Allah Bam Boom to you, Little Richard.
Yeah, Little Richard, very popular with our demographic, Bob. That's going to do it, folks. We're on a 71.5-hour break. See you Monday Around the Horn.
Bob, it's 2003.
Oh,
that is unbelievable.
Around the Horn is a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For up-to-the-minute sports information, log on to ESPN.com.
Have a great weekend, people.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon. Tony, right outside the studio, it's raining, snowing, sleeting, exactly how we like it in the Midwest.
I'm Tony Kornheiser. Oh, yeah, big tough guy from the Midwest. Mr. Man Purse.
I got weapons in there, dog. I'm packing.
Sure you do. Like what, lipstick? Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Red Sox ponder A-Rod, the NFL considers putting 2 games on Monday night, and Paris Hilton searches for true love. Good luck. We start with a little thing I like to call our Friday crutch, tradition. We look at all the games on the NFL schedule and why? Because it's Friday. And then, Mikey, we ask ourselves, who needs a win the most? Is it your boy Wani going to New England?
Could be.
Is it my boy Vince Lombardi going back to Baltimore?
Could be.
Is it my boy Tuna taking that grand posterior to Philly? That's right. Out of all the teams playing, who needs a win the most? And then, Michael, you say...
My boy Mike Tice and the Minnesota Vikings. They need to win because they are being chased only 1 game ahead of Green Bay. And Chicago and Green Bay play this weekend at Green Bay. And then the Vikings have to go to Chicago and play outdoors. They have to play Kansas City, best record in the league, and will probably still have the best record in the league. And they play at Arizona, which sounds like nothing, but you're going from a cold circumstance into the heat, perhaps, in Arizona.
So you got Mike Tice and the Vikings.
They need to win.
See, I don't have that.
Who you got?
I got 3. I got in order, reverse order. I got Parcells because you don't want to lose 2 in a row, and he's had 10 days to prepare for Philly.
Right.
They could drop out of the playoff picture. Right. I got your boy Mike Shanahan. With all the stuff going around, they're at home against Kansas City.
By his own
if
players
they lose that game, they could be out of the playoffs.
Okay.
Most of all, though, I got Green Bay. For that same reason. See, if Minnesota loses, but Green Bay still loses,
doesn't matter.
They don't catch them. Green Bay needs a win desperately.
So you're
they're
going
6
with
and
Green
6.
Bay number
at
1.
home against Chicago. Chicago's won 2 in a row.
And your boy Favre hasn't played. No, our boy Favre hasn't played that well.
And by the way, I think in the last 6 or 7 games, when Chicago loses, they're within 7 points. I mean, they've played well. I think Green Bay needs the win.
Don't jinx us. We can't win at Lambeau when it's cold. Tony, do you realize this is the last weekend, the final weekend of college football? Only a handful of games are being played, but 4 of them will have a direct effect on the national championship. The undefeated Sooners play Kansas State in the Big 12 title game. Number 2, Southern Cal hosts Oregon State. Number 3, LSU plays number 5, Georgia in the SEC championship game. So, Tony, who are you rooting for this weekend? And perhaps more importantly, who are you rooting against?
How many fingers am I currently holding up in front of your face?
4.
You mentioned 3 games. You said 4. You mentioned
were paying
3.
attention.
First of all,
you know what the other game is?
No.
Notre Dame, Syracuse.
How?
Because
for the BCS standings.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? And I reject the first premise.
What?
I don't think the Oklahoma game has any effect on the national championship because their point total is such that even if they
won't
lose,
slip out.
they're not going to slip out.
All right.
Now, the ideal situation for people like me that don't hate the BCS is for either USC or LSU to lose. The ideal situation for you is chaos, right? You want everybody to lose and
here's
everybody
how I
to
want
win.
to get there.
Yeah.
Here's how I want to get there. I want Oklahoma to lose.
I don't think that matters.
I didn't say they're going to drop out. Here's what I need. I want the other 2 teams to win. I want Southern Cal to win. I want LSU to win.
Right.
And what it does is create 3 one-loss team scenario. All right. And
the 2 of them are going to play in the championship.
I want the BCS to be embarrassed.
I understand
I'd rather go that way than have everybody be a 2-loss team.
And maybe it will be. The toughest game is the game against Georgia for LSU. They beat them at LSU. Now it's not just a neutral field because it's at the Georgia Dome.
Well, but
now
the
it's a road game.
tickets are distributed by teams in the conference.
Road game. This is the part of the show where I demonstrate genuine outrage as opposed to my usual fake outrage. Miami of Ohio won the MAC championship last night, beating Bowling Green 49-27. Miami has the best unknown quarterback in the country, Ben Roethlisberger. They're 12-1. They're ranked 15th, and they're going where? To the GMAC Bowl on December 18th. How can they not be in a New Year's Day Bowl? How can a MAC with 3 quality teams get hosed like this?
Because people keep making the argument, oh, the MAC isn't very good. Well, how do we know that? Anytime there's a small conference situation, people say, well, there's no strength of schedule. Let me ask you something. Where did Walter Payton go to school?
Jackson
Small
State.
school.
Jackson State.
Jerry Rice, greatest running back maybe of all time other than Jim Brown. Greatest
Mississippi Valley State.
Small school. Terry Bradshaw. Small
Northeast
school.
Louisiana.
Night Train Lane. Mean Joe Green. You can put together a roster of people. So I don't want to hear that there's lack of quality in the MAC.
I'm not even talking about going to the pros. Northern Illinois beat Maryland.
Yeah.
You think that if there was a national championship with 16, that Maryland would be in it.
Yes.
They're not going to a bowl.
And why? Because people think they don't play quality of competition. And I say that's a bunch of crap.
Your school,
these conferences are tough.
Your school is bowl eligible. How did they do against the MAC?
Oh, got killed at home.
At home.
Northwestern, Kansas, UCLA, Georgia Tech. Some of the 6 and 6 teams
that's
going to bowls.
It's simply not fair.
I agree with you.
Not
and
fair.
I love my alma mater, but it's not fair. A week that began with the SEC hiring its first black head coach ends with the FBI analyzing hate mail received by prominent black men, including NFL players, for having interracial relationships. The Dolphins' Jason Taylor, whose wife is white, is one of at least 6 players who have received such a letter, threatening them with bombing, castration, and arson. Steve McNair, for one, says he receives hate mail all the time and it's no big deal. Tony, how big a deal, do you think this is?
I don't want to minimize the discomfort that anyone would face getting a letter like that. You get hate mail, I get hate mail. We get threatening phone calls. That stuff happens all the time. if I understand this correctly, the FBI believes, and the FBI should be involved in this, that this is the work of one person. That's what they believe right now. Politicians always get death threats. Famous people, because of their celebrity, always get hate mail. I mean, I don't think this is different. It's heinous in the way it is targeted and the things that are said. But you go through other people's hate mail, it's just as bad.
So you believe roughly what Steve McNair believes. I get this. And I know you get,
what do you believe?
I believe it's a fairly big deal. I believe it's a big deal because I don't think that people who watch these games every weekend think that their heroes are subject to this anymore. I don't think they think it's like
really?
Henry Aaron in 1973 chasing Babe Ruth.
Why don't you tell them the kind of mail you receive?
The same kind it's disgusting.
It happens
I don't
all the
think
time.
people think we receive it.
Well, they do. Well, they should, because we do. Well, we've arrived at the part of the show that Wilbon loves best. Sox and Yankees.
God help me.
In today's episode, the Sox try to pry A-Rod loose from Manny Ramirez and then try to trade Nomar to Anaheim. All it's going to cost the Sox is the hundreds of millions of dollars that convey with A-Rod's contract. And, oh, yeah, a few tens of millions of dollars as a buyback on Manny's contract. So, Wilbon, should the Red Sox do it?
They have to wait long enough and basically call Texas's bluff. Because I don't understand why Texas would be expecting any money back from the Boston Red Sox.
Only if they think they can get it.
Let me tell you something else. A-Rod, if he goes somewhere else, and A-Rod signed this, let A-Rod write a check for the $4 million a year that it sounds like Boston would have to pay.
Hey, Manny.
Are we serious here?
How great would that be if A-Rod subsidized Manny when he went to Texas to take his place? Or you could look at it differently.
He subsidizes his escape to a contender.
By the way, Larry Lucchino announces last year that the Yankees are the evil empire. And aren't his tactics exactly the same that the Yankees use?
But I still love the fact that he went at Steinbrenner. But yes, same
but
tactics.
It's the same.
And where are the other teams in the bidding for some of these players?
Well,
where are they?
Are they
asleep?
I think the Phillies are trying. I think the Phillies
Cubs
are trying.
Seem to be
I think the Cubs are trying.
They seem to be. Did you see where Paul Tagliabue told HBO's Bob Costas the NFL could consider giving ABC 2 Monday night games, Tony? One to be shown regionally. This would help ABC avoid being stuck with a single dog game on Monday night like Packers at Oakland in 2 weeks. Now, I understand the league trying to ensure a great matchup and good ratings attraction on its marquee primetime network offering. But 2 Monday night games, to quote you, this stinks.
Well, you think this stinks.
Yes.
I don't think this stinks. I think Monday night needs help. I think Monday night is a culturally important game. I think it helped put the NFL over the top historically.
2 games will not help Monday night.
Well, I think it needs some sort of help because they get locked into a schedule in September, and through no fault of the schedule makers, you do end up with bad games because the NFL always turns around.
When 9 of last year's 12 playoff teams may not make it.
Whereas Fox and CBS have 7 on the card every week to choose from. ABC only has this one.
So I got the Wilbon proposal.
What is the Wilbon proposal?
After week 10, you go back and you let ABC, for a premium cost, and maybe it can be distributed to the other 2 networks, get some other games. Have a pick. Have a lottery.
What are you, Henry Clay? Did you come up with a great compromise?
How about that? CBS has 4 or 5 games, attractive games this week. They don't need all of them because some of them are going to be seen in -1% of the country.
But
that's
you want 1 game across the country no matter what.
That's what makes it Monday night. 1 game.
I thought what made it Monday night was it was between Sunday night and Tuesday.
1 game.
We're taking a break. When we come back, we make our picks on this weekend's big games, including whether my guy Bill Parcells will get it done against D.F. McNabb and the Eagles.
Now it's D.F.
That's cool.
Not even Donovan F. Just D.F. You think he knows what that stands for?
Pardon the interruption. Presented by New Smirnoff Ice Triple Black. Triple filtered for a crisp, clean bite. And in part by Sears. Don't just give a gift. Give the good life. Sears. Good life, great price.
This NFL weekend is full of great games, so we've had Igor unlock the creature from the film vault, Ron Jaworski. That's patented music. Before we get started, Jaws, we need to know, are you actually good at predicting games? Do you have a track record here?
I am very good at predicting games. If you go to ESPN.com, the company we work for, you will see that I lead in winners every week.
Okay, so here we go with the big glamour game where you're going to physically be the Bengals at the Ravens. How odd that sounds in a 14th week to say the Bengals are a glamour game. Do you like the Bengals to keep rolling?
I do not. I like the Baltimore Ravens. I believe at home they will be successful. Anthony Wright has given them a shot in the arm. Obviously, Marcus Robinson making some plays in the end zone.
but I go back and looked at the first game between the two teams, and the Ravens did shut down the Bengals running game, did make them one-dimensional. I think they'll do the same this week, and also Chris McAllister is a shutdown corner now. He can handle Chad Johnson.
Wilbon, where are you on that?
Wait a minute. Oh, for that game,
where are you
I'm going with the Ravens defense.
I will be at that game.
Right.
Charles, I'm so jealous. You used to be at the Redskins-Giants games with me all the time.
No, I shouldn't. No, thank you.
You bailed on me. All right, another big game. The next big game we think is in the AFC also. Colts at Titans. The Colts smacked the Titans around the first time. Is this going to be any different? Because I think if the Titans have Steve McNair healthy, Tennessee wins again.
Well, I actually like Indianapolis once again. When I looked at that first game, I thought it was one of the few times in the history of the Tennessee-Indianapolis rivalry that the Colts actually dominated from a physical standpoint. Usually the Titans take great pride in that old theory of reduction, just keep beating on someone till they don't want to get up anymore. Well, in Indianapolis, the Colts played that kind of game, and they won the football game. And I really believe right now the Colts are a very angry football team. They had a game against New England last week. They should have won. They couldn't pound in from the 1-yard line. With Steve McNair still hobbling, I think the team right now is in Indianapolis.
So he's going against you, Wilbon. He's going against you.
I'm going to stay with the Titans. If McNair can play and he needs to be healthier than he was last week, who are you picking, Tony?
I stay with Jaworski. Are you crazy?
Are
you crazy? In the NFC, the Cowboys take on the Eagles, and let me guess, you like the Eagles, huh, Jaws?
You are correct. I do like the Eagles. I think they'll rebound from the loss they had in Dallas earlier this season. And Dallas played very well in that game. In fact, Dallas blitzed McNabb 35% of the time. 9 times that game, they came with a total blitz. They brought one more than the Eagles could block. They were very effective with their blitz scheme. I think it caught Donovan and Andy Reid by surprise. I believe they will be prepared for that pressure defense this week.
Wilbon?
I'm going with the Eagles as long as Andy Reid doesn't try an onside kick to start the game. I don't think he will, Joe.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. No, I don't think it'll happen. It worked a couple years ago. It didn't work this year. I think he'll be a little more conservative.
What an unbelievable bunch of homers here. He played for the Eagles, and you and Donovan McNabb are boys. So which way were you going on that?
Dolphins at Patriots, Jaws. I'm looking for Miami, even though they've won 3 straight and they look a lot better, to go into the December swoon. What do you think?
Well, I love the Patriots in this game. I just think they're a football team that knows how to win. They manage the critical situations of the game very well. Bill Belichick seems to be in the minds of the Miami Dolphins as well as the Indianapolis Colts. He has a way of making plays with his football team when the game is on the line. And I think with a healthy Ted Washington, a Richard Seymour in the middle, they have the ability to clog up the middle, bounce Ricky Williams to the outside, and Rodney Harrison is having one terrific season.
Let me get you away from predictions, or at least specific predictions. Michael Vick starts this week. Will the Falcons look like a different team with him, or can we not expect that because he's been injured for so long?
No, they'll be a better team because they've been getting dreadful quarterback play. There will definitely be an upgrade at the quarterback position. I was very disappointed in the play of Doug Johnson. I thought he would hold down the fort until Michael Vick got healthy. But clearly, Michael Vick in that lineup, you will see a new and improved Atlanta Falcons.
But you don't. But on a percentage basis, you don't think he'll be 100%. This isn't the Michael Vick we saw last year yet.
Absolutely not. Even by Michael's own admission, he said he's 95%. But 95% of Michael Vick is pretty darn good. I think you'll still see Michael Vick try to move around, try to make plays with his legs, but I think clearly he'll try to stay in the pocket longer and deliver those big plays with his arm.
Thank you, Jaws.
Thanks, Jaws.
Great, guys.
Get back to the vault. We're taking a break. When we come back, I will say witty and insightful things while Wilbon babbles on incoherently. You know how it goes.
Charles is bailing on me. He's going to Baltimore. We watch the games together in Giants Stadium, Giants Redskins every year.
He's with Bino now.
He's got sense, and I'm an idiot.
Time for the Psychic Hotline, where I dress up like Miss Cleo, while Wilbon refuses like a total chicken because he's afraid that athletes won't give him the man hug in the locker room situation. Shameful.
And that outfit that might give you a
Let's
kiss
get
in the locker
the
room.
first call.
Hey, this is CJ calling from College Park. Do you guys see the Lakers winning 70 games?
You know, I have to admit, I have been wrong on the Lakers so far. I was the one who looked into the crystal ball and said that Kobe Bryant would barely play any games. Now, he has played just about all the games.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and look again, and I don't see 70, and here's why. I think the more important number to the Laker old guys would be 16. Win 16 in May and June. Don't run out of gas in the regular season chasing 70 from Malone and Payton.
I think they'll think they can do both, and their coach is the guy who owns the record right now with 72. Right. And I think they can, Tony, for this simple reason. The East, as we know, stinks. No matter what David Aldridge, our friend, says, it stinks. And they get to play enough games against the East to maybe have like one loss. Yes, they will win 70.
I don't think they will. What's next?
Hey, guys, do you see the winner of the NBA Atlantic Division having a losing record?
No, there's no way.
No.
Orlando will, Miami will, Washington will, the Knicks will, Boston will, but Jersey won't.
That's right.
Jersey is a quality team, and I don't care what their record is now. New Jersey is going to be over 500.
What about your boys' team, who used to play for your boy's boy, the Philadelphia 76ers?
I think they should be above 500. They haven't had Glenn Robinson all year, right?
God, is he supposed to be the X factor on that team now?
Well, look, you don't.
They need both Glenn Robinson and they need Derek Coleman.
But here's the point. Most of the time, New Jersey is going to play against Eastern teams. And what do Eastern teams do?
Lose. They stink.
Okay, so Jersey.
New Jersey and Philly will finish above 500.
What's next?
Hey, boys, do you think that the second half of the Sugar Bowl is going to be worth watching?
Absolutely, I do. How soon people forget. Let me refer to a little thing I like to call Miami versus Ohio State. I had Miami winning by 25 points. I guess I was wrong.
Did you go to bed?
Yes, I went to bed. Of course I did.
And let that be a lesson to all of you.
I mean, I don't care.
It's going to matter. Yeah. The game is going to matter. There's so much time in between the end of the regular season and the bowl games. Nobody's in rhythm. Nobody's ready to go in midseason form. It will be a close game.
I don't care how much Oklahoma is up if they're up. It's a national championship game. You got to go at least to the third quarter, except me. I won't even make it to the first quarter. That game's going to start at 9.
I'm going to ring your phone every 20 seconds.
What's
you
next?
will stay away.
Next.
Hi, this is Tom. Do you guys see the Dolphins having another December swoon?
It is so stacked against them. They got to go at New England this week. It's going to be snow and cold. They got to go at Buffalo. And at home, they got Philly. That's 3 real tough games.
At New York, right?
I thought the Jets were down there. I thought the Jets were down there. I'm not sure. But, I mean, what happens is I don't think people realize how tough it is to leave warm weather to go into frigid weather. It's almost unfair.
I was ready to do something that you would find shocking. I was ready to say, no, the Dolphins will not collapse this year. Juan Stan's ready for this. North Turner's ready for this. They are geared to play postseason football.
But
I looked at Buffalo, at New England.
You were going to go with your boy, Wani?
I was going to go with
your boy,
the Dolphins.
What's next? Next.
What's up, Tony and Mike? I know how you guys love to talk about Paris Hilton. So will she ever find true love?
All at once now. No.
I have a
she's not going to find true. This is Liz Taylor of the 21st century. 8 husbands at least. No.
I think I'm the only person who hasn't seen the Paris Hilton sexting. I think I'm the only one.
I thought I sent you a link.
No,
Did you check your email?
I don't have it. But my sense is she's dateable but unmarriable at the moment.
Oh, she's not unmarriable?
I believe this is what's going to happen. I believe
the girl Tanya Harding got married, right?
Yeah, before she was that person, okay?
All right.
Before that. I think this woman is going to become a religious zealot. Because I don't think you can find true love. She's not a genuine person.
You got her being the Reverend
religious,
Nikki?
I think
That's the deal?
We're all out of premonitions for today, kids. Time for a break, but don't go anywhere because we still got to talk about Hugh Hefner, Little Richard, and Frank Solich.
Wow.
And somehow, I don't see Solich hanging out with Hef and Little Richard. How about you, Wilbur?
No, but 9 husbands for Nikki Hilton. I'm up to 9. That's what I see. 9 husbands. Liz Taylor.
Am I any one of them? Could I be number 5?
Pardon the interruption. Presented by New Smirnoff Ice Triple Black. Triple filtered for a crisp, clean bite.
Happy time, people. Happy 71st birthday to Little Richard. Little Richard Pennyman of Macon, Georgia. Good golly, Miss Molly, Tutti Frutti Rudy. A wop, babaloo bop, a lop, bam, boom. It's amazing how pretty he still is.
How high does he rank in the rock and roll hierarchy? Where is he?
He's right at the top with Chuck Berry and Elvis.
That high?
He's right at the top with Chuck Berry and Elvis.
A little before my time, see.
Happy anniversary, Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
This month, 50 years ago, you published your first issue. Wilbon, Hef, he's a god to you, right? How come you don't do this show in pajamas?
That's a good idea. You know I have every issue since September 1976 when I enrolled in college. The best magazine ever.
Hef is your god. He is a god.
Wouldn't you want to be Hef?
Who wouldn't? Happy Trails, George Foreman. You're retiring as an HBO boxing analyst to spend more time with your family and promote your signature grills, which means in actuality, not much time with your family. And anyway, there's no real challenge to the family dynamic when every male child is named George.
Look, I know he's not Cosell, but isn't Foreman must-see boxing TV?
He's very, very good.
Don't you enjoy him? Because I know I do.
Stat boy, what do we mess up?
Wilbon got his Hilton sisters mixed up. He said Nikki meant Paris. Because she's got a sister, she's probably more like Zsa then, right? And Liz Taylor or something.
Zsa and Magda and Jolie and Ava. Running out of show, we go to the big finish.
Let's do it.
Charmin Toilet Paper's new slogan is softer and stronger for your end zone. You like it?
Sort of in your face. I like that. Frank Solich was
in your face
going to be the next coach at Army, but he bowed out this morning. Your thoughts?
I was stunned when I heard he would get that job, take that job. He would have been a great catch for them.
Okay.
Army and Navy play tomorrow. Who are you rooting for?
Navy. They've had a great season and want to continue. The Bills may play Willis McGahee this Sunday. You going to watch it?
If I had a dish, I would watch it.
Dope.
Last one, Paris Hilton reportedly hooked up with an LA Kings player. Name an LA Kings player.
Marcel Dion.
Not anymore.
Wayne Gretzky.
We're out of time. We'll try and do better the next time. I'm Tony Kornheiser.
And I'm Mike Wilbon. Have a great weekend. SportsCenter is next, getting you ready for the Cowboys-Eagles game and the rest of Showdown Sunday.
PTI.